friends. How y'all doing tonight? I hope good. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get my technology together. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to put the bundle in the comments for what we're working on tonight, and I am going to try to, I need to turn off my sound here, and I'm hoping that I can watch your comments. I'm not quite sure how to do it yet. I have to say that I just got a new laptop and I'm trying to work it all out. So, hi. I hope you all had a good Tuesday. I was very busy today. But it's not lost on me that today is the February the 9th. And there is not one stick of February 14th Valentine's Day decoration up and around in this house. So I had this cute little heart. It's just a wood heart. You can get it at Michael's or someplace. And hi Kiki. So this is really cool. So I'm trying to I'm going to turn my head to the side a little bit because my laptop's over here so I can actually see. So thanks for coming. I appreciate it very much. I suspected that there were other people watching me that I was unaware of. So we're going to paint this up. We're going to put a little mini buffalo plaid on it. And we're going to utilize the transfer that I've been working off of lately. This one is called Love Lives Here. And that is exactly what we're going to put on my heart on top of the plaid. So we've got a couple of things to do first. So we got to paint this little guy. I got my dryer over here and I've got my paintbrush. Hi Lila, how are you? Thanks for coming. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my desk and hopefully everything looks good. So there you go. So there's our little wooden heart. You can pick these up very inexpensively all over the place. And I have the catalog right here just to remind you all that there's some amazing things in this catalog. If you'd like one, please message me. I'll at least send you the link to the online, but if you're like me, you like paper and, you know, sifting through it. So, still a lot of great promotions going on. And I just had to play, this is a C-size transfer that we're using. It's the Love Lives Here. And with it, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 either words or icons that you can use for various things. It says rise and shine, bless this home. Home is my happy place. You get the 4 little hearts, a house, a little heart icon on the house, the sun. It says Farm Sweets Farm, good morning sunshine, and like we're going to use the Love Lives Here. So we're also going to use the mini buffalo plaid. I had an interesting day. Thank you for asking. So I've just got some Art Minds. This is some paint I'm using up. It's just some white paint and a ratty old paintbrush. And we're just going to give it a good coat. And I was thinking about what colors did I want to do, and I want to hang this on my door. Well, my house is like a sagey green, and I have black accents, and white columns. So I'm not going to do the traditional Valentine's Day colors. And I also think I'm going to get some greenery and some bows on this. I hope you had a good day. Lila, that sounded interesting, your day. So, I mean, just that quick, you can paint something up. I think I'm going to give this a quick coat. Now, what I'm working on here, you can, and I strongly recommend it because I make messes all the time. This is an oven liner that you can get at Christmas Tree Shop for like $3. It's heat resistant, which I love, so I can dry on it. It's Teflon coated, so your paint washes, wipes right up. I think I've got a hole in this one. And they're cheap as anything. So if you need something to work on, there you go. Now I'm probably going to go around the edges with some ink. And I put the bundle in the comments. In it, I think one of the colors that I was using was out of stock. So I did put the palette pack in for the Luxe palette pack. What gets you the 6 little paste singles in colors that are relatable. I'm going to use Eucalyptus and Black Velvet. Eucalyptus for the mini buffalo plaid, and Black Velvet for the words, because I think that will match my house. But you could do whatever colors you want. And if you go in on those cart links, if you already have something or you don't feel like you need it, you can remove stuff, you can add stuff. It really is very flexible. I put it there just for your convenience. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Aunt Evelyn. Thanks for coming. All right, so I think that's pretty solid. I'm going to wipe up my mess. And my hands. I am such a mess. If you could see this room, it's like a disaster. But this does go pretty quick. So this is just a disinfecting wipe, and I just wanted to show you that's just craft paint. Comes up lickety-split off of that oven liner. That was an old trick that when I was scrapbooking and things that we learned, because all the craft mats that they were selling at the time were pretty expensive. So I had to find another solution because I was going through them left, right, and center. So I was off today because I had worked the Super Bowl and we had a visit from Mom's new doctor. How cool is this? So I didn't think doctors made house calls. Well, we signed up with a service that does just that, and got her all evaluated. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And she'll come out to check Mom about once a month. And then we've got the other folks. So felt pretty accomplished today. I got a lot done. So we're just going to dry this up. I only have till 9 o'clock, girls, because I am in early in the morning, and I've got to go down and take care of Mom at 9. So we're going to try and get this done so it looks cute. The only thing I don't have near me is my flowers, but they are over there, so I will grab them. I threw away my wet wipes too quick. So tell me about everybody's day. What did y'all do today? Anything good? I hope so. Wasn't too cold here today, which was nice for a change. I'm sure down in Florida, where Evelyn is, that it was gorgeous. Oh, this is why. See? I'm messy. I should have painted both sides. I do want to... I need a skewer or something. I had already punched a little hole through the top, and I did such a good job at covering up that you can't see it anymore. This is me we're talking about. Oh, mercy. Anything I try and do to, like, make it easier on myself, somehow I wind up making a mess. But apparently that's the way I like to do it. Because that's the way I always do it. Are you guys like that? When you start a project and you think you're going to give yourself some grace, make it easier on yourself, it takes 10 times as long. Alright, we're getting close here, guys. Just want to make sure that there's no... I'm not going to paint the back. Because the back was kind of rough on this one. Alright, let's see if we can't get this right up off our mat, since I have a black sweatshirt on. And I don't want to put my hands in it. But that front's pretty dry. I went to therapy for my back. Wow. How you been feeling? Pretty good? I would like to get back into therapy for my my ankle. But I do religiously do the exercises that they set me off with. Every day, several times a day. I'm a little bit afraid to go back with COVID and all that. How do you guys feel about that? You think they got it under control yet? I'm afraid to go most places. Alright, I think we got my hands sufficiently cleaned. We're in the camp. We're just going to give this another little blast. So did you get out in the sunshine, Evelyn? I hope so. I hope so. I mean, well, you went to therapy, but I hope you got to enjoy part of the day, at least. See, now I'm looking at my hands, and I'm covered. How does this happen? Alright. I'll get it together. We're almost there. I just don't want to touch it with another color. Alright. So now what we're going to do, and that's just two, like, distressed, we're going to call it coats. And because we're going to layer stuff, we're going to wax it. So I've just got our surface wax. It's translucent. It goes on like a dream. Makes everything, it makes removing your transfer, it makes it so it doesn't stick too hard, because these transfers are very sticky. They can be used lots and lots of times. I think the recommended is 8 to 12. But, see, it's still wet under there. I have used some many more times than that. Many, many, many. Well, I think we got the paint dry. So we're just going to let that set up a minute while we get out what we're going to be working with. So this is the Mini Buffalo Playa, just so you know, is a big boy transfer. I cut it down. I cut it down into 4. I do have my fuzzing cloth right here. And I'm going to peel this up. And I'm going to fuzz it a little bit. Pretty good. I feel like that it must be okay to wear a mask and go out. There is a girl. Oh, I missed it. Missed it, Evelyn. There is a girl that wipes everything. Yeah, they had that at my therapy place too. I don't know. I hope things are certainly better in Florida than they are around here. Now, one way I thought this would be cute is to do the plaid this way. What do you think about that? One, easier for me. I got a piece of my hair on the back of this thing. Can you believe it? All right, got it. And it'll all fit. And I'm gonna, my house is as close to eucalyptus as any other color that we have. So, like I say, I'm gonna, this is the old formula paste. The new stuff that's coming out in the most popular colors is what they call the Creamy Dreamy. This we're gonna have to add a little bit of water to. That's okay. Still works quite well. It's just, it takes a little more effort. That's all. That's how I would say it. So I'm going to do the plaid. Yeah, see, here it comes. Just got to get it mixed in. I'm going to do this buffalo plaid and this eucalyptus kind of sagey, springy color, because I think it'll look nice against the house. And I'm going to do the words in black velvet. All right, I think that's pretty good. So it's kind of a big area, but that's okay. Just kind of want to make sure it's fairly stuck down, and I don't mind it sticking to the surface, because that's, you know, that kind of helps me. You just don't want any air bubbles when you go about this. And I'm going to be generous with the paste, because you kind of get one, well, you could place it again, but you know, we want this to look country-ish. I like doing things in non-traditional colors too. I think it just switches it up a bit. And I probably should have just used the big squeegee for this. We have a big 4-inch handled squeegee that I thought was right here. And of course it is not. But that's okay. We'll keep going. The big 4-inch squeegee allows you to kind of just go over a surface like super fast. Little air pockets. I think I got it covered though. Just kind of got to go over it again. Pick up any of that extra paste. What did you just do, Fuzzy? What I just did was I waxed this board and then I fuzzed the transfer. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Well, I think that's all right. What do you think? I think that's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Looks a little distressed, just like I want it to. I think that's just near perfect. So I'm going to dry it up. Dry it. There is a little bit of a delay, so thank you, Noreen. Thanks for coming. I hope you shared my condolences with Tony. Very sorry to hear that. I like the colors. So we're just going to give it some extra, make sure it's dry, and then I am going to wax it again, just because I don't trust myself. And it's a shame to come this far. And then I think I'm going to put some distress ink around it. Kind of grunge it up. Thank you, Kiki. This is the color of my house. That's why I picked it. But I think a lot of people think about plaids, you know, kind of in straight up and down or horizontal. I looked at this and I was like, well, I think it would be better to turn it. So let's see if we can bring this back down to room temperature. Yeah, and I've got some twine and like that. So this is this big transfer I'm talking about, but it's all these little pieces. And I already cut this the other day. Pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. When I get something like this that I used to cut up all the backer sheets, and to be honest, it's harder to store the large pieces. However, I kept losing backer sheets. So what I'm doing is taking a craft knife and just kind of slicing it on the cut line so I can take up what I want when I want to. Does that make sense? Of course I went through it. So I just made a liar out of myself, but okay. Now this is going to go on the fuzzer for sure, because we don't want to pull up the paste. And I'm going to take this out. I say that, and then I don't care for the plastic packaging that these come in, but they do hang very nicely in them, and it's just a little more difficult to kind of tackle. So I do usually cut them down. All right, so we've got this guy on the wrong side. You want to use the terry cloth side, or your shirt, or your jeans, or what have you. This is a brand new one, so it's gonna there's gonna be some tack to it. All right, this feels dry, and I was thinking of putting this, you know, like right like that, dead across. So I don't trust myself. I don't want to pull up all that work I just did. So let it come back to room temperature. Get a little bit of the surface wax, and then you very carefully go over it again with the wax. And I just try and do it in the area where I am going to place this. And as you can see, once it's dry, it's hard. It doesn't come off. Okay. Now, kind of give this an extra. Doesn't rough off. I like that it looks a little bit distressed. I try and get this as even as we can. Trying to line that O up with the heart V. It would be good if I straightened it out though. I'm such a goofball. I'm going to come down a little bit more because I want to put a tie and maybe some flowers. So then I just go over, especially when I'm layering, I just go over the silkscreen area because there's just no other reason to push it all down as far as I'm concerned. So I've got the black velvet, and this is going to need a good mix up too. Oh, it's not as bad as it looked. Yeah, we're okay. Matter of fact, I can probably use this since I already got the paste on it. All right. So I'm just going to catch it with the squeegee. And you don't need very much. It goes a long way. When you're layering, I like to go over it a little bit. And then just like usual, that even as there's a tiny bit of extra, I'm going to pop that back in my jar. I'm going to clean this off. All these tools are going in the water basin. And then we're going to see what we got. And that's kind of like a Ray Dunn font. You know, it's like a very light font. So we're going to dry it up. So the black came through pretty good. It's going to be, you know, what you see glossing up is that wax. So I'm not going to dry it too much. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to let that dry, come back to room temperature. I'm going to go over and get some of my greenery while you guys admire our handiwork so far. And I'm going to get some twine and we're going to call it done. So give me just one moment. Because that is the one thing I did not get. Now, I don't know if we're going to use this or not, but I do have these. I definitely want to use these. I think they'll look real nice. And then I have some of these. I mean, we might pop one off and stick it on there, so definitely want to get some ribbon. I do have some green ribbon. And of course, I'm so prepared. Here, hang on, here we go. It's right here. Have you guys seen the messy bow? That might be a little bit off, but that's okay. We can mix it all in together. You like it? Thank you. Well, thanks, Noreen. I can't wait for you to get your club either. I have a goal this month of, hang on one second, I'll be right there, I'll tell you all about it. Okay. Don't need that one. Maybe need this one. We'll see. I gotta turn on my glue gun too. So Club Couture is what Noreen is talking about. And it's a monthly subscription. You get a 8.5 by 11 size transfer and 3-piece singles. I actually just got mine and I haven't broken it out yet. I do plan on doing a, I don't think I need to sweat that these colors are not exact. I think if they're in the family, it's okay. These are closer to teals than they are to sage green, but it's what I've got, so we're gonna do it up. So you get every month, it's a different transfer. You get this month's February is Go Confidently in the Direction of Your Dreams. It's really cool. It's got some arrows, and then on the bottom it says, live the life you've imagined. There's cut apart lines on it, so you could do many different things. As a club member, you always enjoy $4.95 shipping with any order. Your club actually ships for free. Now, if you're a club member, you receive a catalog as long as you have a live subscription, an actual written, printed catalog that comes. There's a lot of great benefits to it. I also have a VIP group, which if you have not joined, the link is here. You can join the VIP group because that's where I'm going to be offering any kind of specials, any kind of auction deals, anything additional, shall we say. And I have a very special offer if you join up to be a club member this month, in the month of February, because I have a personal goal of 20 members, and just so to be 100% with you guys, it is a 3-month commitment when you join. It's $19.99 in the United States and $26.99 in Canada. With a 3-month commitment. So when you make these messy bows, all you do is you stack up a bunch of stuff. That's what I'm told. So I've got things in the family. Like they don't really go 100%. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dovetail the edges. But what I started to say was, I'm going to send you over a little toolkit that you're going to need. You're going to need a squeegee. You're going to need a little color tray. You're going to need a board eraser. And, you know, maybe just some ribbons or something. Some surprises. So if you join up with me, I'll mail that to you directly. So all I'm doing is I'm dovetailing the ends. So I just think it looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, the monthly subscription is a blast. It's like the best Happy Mail you could get. So the toolkit is for my club members this month only. Like I say, I have a personal goal of 20 members, and I have one, so I would like to get 19 more. So the next 19 people, I will send that right to your door. And if you would like any information, by all means, please message the page. There are some automatic things in there that will get you immediate information by just typing in a hashtag. And that's messaging right here on my business page, Creekside Creations. If you have a question, I'd be more than happy to try and help you out. If you'd just like some information on any of the clubs or shopping or becoming a designer, it's a great opportunity, and I'd be more than happy to help you. So then all you do is you stack it up, and these are the closest in color. I know they're both dots. And then you just kind of pinch it in the middle, and I have some twine. It might be a little big, but you can always cut it back. So I'm going to take some of this. I think this is trying to be eucalyptus. This came from Dollar General, I believe, of all places. So did these scissors, Dollar Tree. I always have the darndest time cutting through this stuff. I need these guys. Ooh, so much easier. All right, so I want to get one with one of those. Is this what you guys do? I just buy these stems and then I rip them apart. Dollar Tree flowers are not safe with me. Alright, so we need a little bit of twine, which I've got my glass. This is like a Parmesan cheese shaker that I've had for like ever, that my twine has lived in. I'd always collected mason jars, so when this country phase became so popular, I was all set. I had everything. I did not plug in the glue gun though, so we'll have to do that. So let's see if we can't find our hole here. And I just punched it with, I have a crocodile. I did that first. back away. Yep, that's what I do. Flower things are not safe with me. And I don't think we need the pink. I think it's going to throw the whole thing off, so. But those are the ones that I had, and they look very spring. And considering that there's something about snow on my door now, I have a big door tag with the snowman on it. Okay, let's see if I can grab it. Okay, cool. And we got to put the ink on it too. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to tie it so there's a little bit of an end. I think it just makes it look more rustic. Could be me. That's the way I like Chalk Couture, because you can make anything that you like. You can make your own home decor the way you want it to be. And it doesn't take 100 years. I'm very impatient. I have an extremely busy life. I was a card maker and a scrapbooker, stamper for years. I still make cards, but I still enjoy it very much. But, you know, I like this because I don't like this twine. It just is so darn easy. You know, I can come up with a project idea and within 30 minutes it's realized. That's personally what I like about it. It's one of the things that I like about it. Me too, Kiki? I'm sorry. Is that what you like about it, or were you a scrapbooker and stamper for years? Here you make cards. I love making cards. Alright, I think that this one's going to fake me out, and I'm going to need to either spin it real tight or put a piece of tape on the end. I don't know why I'm always so hesitant to tape it. Come on. Come on now. This is enough to give you a fit. Break out the tape, Laurel. It's not the end of the world. Such a tiny little hole, though. So what are you guys watching on TV? Does anybody catch that Firefly Lane on Netflix? I started watching that the other day. Thanks, Kiki. I like the extra twine at the end, too. Alright, so the tape helps. So we just want to get this the length that we want it. And my door is, and here's the other thing that I do. I like on my hangers to put a bead. So I'm going to tie it off. It's going to seem like it's a little bit tall, but you'll see why in a second. And then I'll trim this back. So yeah, it seems like it's a little bit long. Well, I'm going to take it about there, and I'm going to hook it through. I'm going to try and get it as much in the center as I can. Tighten that down. I'm going to grab one of these farmhouse beads, which would have been really cute if I had painted it green, but you know, you can't have all the ideas all the time. And then I'm going to slip this bead on here, and maybe I'll paint it with the sage. It's my little pick. And pull that through down to my knot, and then I'm going to tie it again on top of the knot, just to give it a little extra something something. I just think if you're going to go to the trouble of doing a hanger, it kind of finishes it off a little bit nicer. Just my opinion. That's how I like to do it. And then I'll cut this tail. Now, you could stop there if you wanted to, but nothing exceeds like a success, right? That's what my husband says. All right, so we're going to take a piece of twine, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to kind of scrunch it all together, because I still haven't found my zip ties, and I know, dag nabbit, they are here, but I just can't find them. I haven't seen Firefly. It's interesting. It's interesting. You've been watching me, Evelyn. God bless you. That's great. I'm trying to go, you know, live for about an hour almost every night if I can. It's an interesting concept, Firefly Lane. I'm not 100% sure about it because I have to go to bed very early. So I miss a lot of the TV that I start to watch. You guys do that? I do that. Oh my goodness, do I do that? So I'm the one that will start to watch something, and the next thing you know, I'm asleep. And then the next day, I have to come back and rewatch it because I can't remember. The recap is not enough for me. Like, you know, they have those recaps. Well, because I was probably asleep 10 minutes into the thing. And then, you know, with Netflix, it just keeps playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. So before I know it, Netflix thinks that I have watched the entire deal. Oh, that's way too big. But I have not. And you know what? I think that's just too much for that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to change our mind. And we're going to use that for something else. I think just a simple shoelace bow will be just fine. Yep, I like that better. But that's how you make one of those messy bows. You just stack it all up. If I had a zip tie, I wouldn't feel like it was as bad as I do currently. But all I've got is this twine handy right now. So I'm just going to turn this over. I'm going to tie it off nice and tight. And this is what we're going to use because I think it's better. That's one of the great things about creativity. You can change your mind. All right, let's get all this. Yeah, like it better already. Pull that tail out. Yeah, we got to ink this still. Pull the tail out somehow. And then we're just going to glue that puppy right up there. And then you'll see that. And then what I can do is I can just tuck some leaves. Maybe I just need the leaves. That's what I think. I think I got too much going on here. Let's just do the leaves. That'll be fine. Perfect. That's all we need. See, I love these because they just come right apart. Nice. All right, now we got it. I'm just going to plug this puppy in. No, everything's crashing. Everything is crashing. Okay. What can you... I'll throw that over here. I have a really great project idea for you guys that involves these big surfaces. And I have another idea that involves an embroidery hoop, a big one. So this is going to be like the week of doing stuff for your front door. All right, we're just going to give the glue gun a second. And we're going to put this stuff around. And while we're waiting, I'm going to get my ink out and I'm going to ink the edges. And then that will be our project for tonight. What the heck is going on over here? I'm just boxed in, girls. Boxed in, like you would not believe. Honey Noreen, come here and straighten me out. And see, I just forgot. It's over on the other side. So unfortunately, I do not know if I can get to the ink. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's an empty one. Oh, here they are. I think. Alright, we got archival. That'll do. Jim and I got Subway sandwiches. We went to a beautiful riverbank, ate our sandwich, and watched a man clean his fish. Then watched people take their beautiful boats in and out of the water. Oh, sounds like heaven, Evelyn. It really does. Okay. So let's stick this down before I change my mind again. And I know that seems a little bit big, but it's okay. I think it's fine. I'll dovetail it and it'll look pretty when I'm done. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck some leaves into the bow. Just to give it a little extra something something. They almost look like clover type leaves. Come on. Be careful with these hot glue guns. I have burned myself so many times it's not even funny. I know I pulled 4 out. It's probably on the floor. Yep. Of course it is. I'm just going to stick one in there. And then I'm going to take these little sprigs. I don't know what they're trying to be. Just give it a little texture. Okay. I think that's actually really cute. I really like it. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is the other thing I like about it. I'll go that way. Yep. And I'm just going to let it lay right on the top. And the other ones underneath here. Oh. A little more glue. I didn't really hold it on there either. Just hold it there a second. You're jealous. I would be jealous of Evelyn too. She's got a nice spot. But I lived down there for 9 years, so I guess I've had my bit. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to test out some ink colors. I can only get at either my coffee ink or my sepia ink, and I think coffee is probably going to do it. And I'm just going to, yeah. We used to call this distress the edges. I kind of like it a little dinged up. It doesn't, I still cannot make a card if I don't ink the edges of the paper. Isn't that crazy? It's just the style that I came up with and I guess adopted as my own. It doesn't appear finished to me unless I do that. So this is Coffee Archival ink, and I think it's kind of a good in-between color. And even though it's behind the bow, I'm going to do the whole thing. And that's it. I just take the little pad and I just rub it around, and I don't know if you can see the difference, but I sure can. Kind of like to bring it over onto the front just a little bit extra. Yep. And wipe it back. That one went a little far over. It's not meant to be perfect. Okay. So we're just going to tie down this twine a little bit better. And because I don't want this to slip off the door. And what do you think? Should I paint that bead green? Or is that just fine the way it is? Love lives here. I kind of feel like the bow needs something. You know what I do have? I have some little tiny heart-shaped tags. It's a little bit big. Yeah. I was thinking, let's just look. Let's just look. Too big, in my opinion. I don't have any beads that are like heart-shaped, or I mean, this looks like a teardrop, but that's the way it'll hang up, and I think it's nice. That's how we fix it, Laurel. Just puff up that bow a little bit. Give it a little more dimension. And yeah. Well, I guess it was fine beforehand. I could sit here and mess with bows for like hours on end, and that would be boring to watch. So yeah, just something sweet for my door. All right, guys, I'll hold it up. So thank you very much for watching. This is ultimately what we came up with. Love lives here, and we've got some little eucalyptus or magnolia leaves, and this is on a found surface that you can grab at any Michael's or any craft store near you. Hobby Lobby has them too. Cute little shoelace bow, and the just some extra beading and whatnot, and so that'll go on my door because it matches my house. So I know the lights are like right at me. I hope you guys can see the colors. There we go. I'll hold it a little bit closer so you can actually get the colors of it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this project. I enjoyed creating it with all of you, and I'm right on schedule for Mama. So I'm going to bid you all a great night. Encourage you to go to my website, check out the bundle in the description, and you really gotta take advantage of Chalk Club Couture. It's affordable and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with another great project. So thanks so much for coming, and thanks for watching. Good night, guys.